Hey y'all, it's your girl Lady J. Welcome back to my channel, Southern Tea. It's been a week, of course, so you know I gotta come back and give you a video, okay? So go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe, okay? Because I'm gonna let you know my thoughts and feelings on what's been happening with your favorite ladies in the female rap game this past week, okay? And if you be feeding for a video, baby, like a lot of y'all do in my comments on Twitter, okay? All up in my comments harassing me. Y'all follow me on Twitter. I'm on there like every day giving my thoughts and opinions. It's just so much easier to tweet them out when shit is happening versus sitting down, recording, and then editing and uploading a video, you know, because mama got a life. Mama be busy, okay? But yeah, follow me on my Twitter at Southern Tea. That is Southern Tea with 2 A's. So let's go ahead and get into it. So obviously, a lot of shit had happened. Pink Friday 2 done dropped. And I'm going to save it out for last because, baby, it's just so much to get into and digest with Pink Friday 2. So I'm going to go ahead and start it off with the minor things that kicked off. I don't know if you know, but apparently Glorilla got some new titties, okay, that she done showcased in this new song and video she got with Fendi the rapper, okay? I wouldn't have known this had I not seen and heard the video. I didn't even know they had dropped a new song until someone had sent it to me. I checked it out, wasn't feeling it. I know it's like they tried to remake the video of Tomorrow 2 and have that same beat of what was that song Fendi did with Cardi? Point Me To, okay? It's like they tried to merge the two together and it just was a no, okay? But if you checked it out, let me know what you think about it, how you feel about it down below. I just find it interesting how, you know, Glorilla came out with this tomboy kind of persona, and now she's just all, you know, wanting to be the girl, getting the titties done, getting the surgery now. So, I mean, child, we might see a BBL next, who knows? But, yeah, let me know how you feeling about that. Now, speaking of Glorilla, HiKid, you know, the one who made the BFNF, apparently he and, you know, Slamaroni and, what's them girls' name that came out with Glorilla? Gloss Up, Slamaroni, K Carbon. Apparently, them, they had dropped an album with HiKid, or they dropped one on Friday. Baby, didn't nobody know about that album. So to get some traction, he tried to mention Nicki Minaj and, you know, tried to get that a little bit traction for his album, which, of course, it didn't work because I didn't see not one person talk or repost this album. I haven't even checked out the goddamn album. So I don't know what it's hitting like. But he had tweeted out last week that Nicki Minaj called me to get on the FNF remix, but I still went with who I already had on it because I gave them my word. No cap, Cardi wanted to get on the FNF remix and hit me up to get on there. I was trying to change the game. Oh, I wanted Megan to get on there. Some shit he said. I was trying to change the game and put the hottest artist on one song. And then he said I fuck with Nicki's artistry, but I made a moral decision. Like I said, I was trying to get everybody on one song and change the game. For one, let me just say this. You're a motherfucking liar, because if you really was giving people your word and kept the original people you had on the song, you would have never took Sweetie off and replaced her for who you thought was a little bit more popular than her, which was, what's the name, JT and Cardi. Or not Cardi, Lotto. Okay, so you talking about you gave people your word and you wanted to keep the original people on the song, and then Sweetie should have never came off this song and been replaced for Lotto and JT. And you's a goddamn fool if you turned down the biggest female rapper. That could have gave Glorilla a big look. If I was Glorilla and I knew that, I would have cussed your ass out, because that would have gave her a big look. That would have gave her a bigger look than that Point Me To, or not Point Me To, what was that? Put it up, whatever song she did with Cardi. Okay, so, you know, and I do believe Cardi probably wanted to get on that song, but because they already had the people who he had went with, probably locked in with JT and Lotto, he went ahead and just put her on the next song, okay? But honestly, I really don't feel like Nicki personally reached out to him to be on this remix. I mean, it was a big song, but I don't think, maybe somebody from her team probably had reached out, but I don't see Nicki calling HiKid and asking to be on this goddamn song, and I definitely don't see him turning her down. I don't see that, because if you was quick to take off Sweetie for JT and Lotto, you would have been hella quick to replace them bitches with Nicki, okay? So, yeah, that's just how I feel about that. I thought that was some bullshit to get some traction for his album, which it didn't work at all, because I haven't heard or seen anybody talking about it, okay? I ain't even listened to it yet. But, yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feeling about that down below. All right, so the next topic I want to get into is Ice Spice clocking Doja Cat's copying ass. Now, Doja Cat is on her Scarlet tour, and Ice Spice has, some days that she's appearing on some of those dates. Doechii did her thing. And now Ice Spice is on her leg of the tour, okay? And they did this little interview, sit down with each other, whatever, yada yada, whoop de whoop, blase blase. And there was a point in the clip where Doja Cat was saying what's, some of the things that she's heard people say about her that she really doesn't think is true. And one of the things that she mentioned was that she was people saying she's unoriginal. She don't feel like that she's unoriginal. And, people say that she copies a lot. And Ice Spice was like, well, hold on now. Like, she was like, I'm going to clock you. And then Doja Cat gonna hurry up and say, well, I kind of take from some of the greats. Bitch, taking from the greats is copying, okay? So don't sit up here and say you're surprised when people call you unoriginal or that you copy. When you, low-key, you admit yourself that you take from the greats. So, yeah, Ice Spice kind of has to clock us. So take a listen, take a look.
What's the biggest misconception about you? Oh, my God. I'm gonna throw these cards.
One is that I'm unoriginal.
I never hear that.
There's a lot of people who think that I copy people.
Well, and I'm gonna clock you.
I pull a lot from copy the greats.
Yeah.
Then there's some people who are like, she's flat out unoriginal. That's not true.
Never heard that, but
that's impossible.
So let me know what you're thinking and how you're feeling down below. Like I said, even if you are taken from the greats, baby, you're still copying, which would, leave room for people to put that unoriginal title on you, okay? Especially, we all know you take from the biggest people Doja Cat takes from is Kendrick Lamar and Nicki Minaj. Like, no ifs, ands, buts about it. She's been very vocal about Nicki Minaj being her inspiration. But, we're going to get into this Nicki Minaj and Doja Cat tea in the last part of my video. But like I said, Doja Cat is definitely heavily inspired by Nicki, and obviously she has taken from her. So a lot of people, especially Nicki fans, are going to call Doja Cat unoriginal. They are going to call you a copycat, Doja Cat, okay? So yeah, but I like that Ice Spice was able to be honest without, just sitting up there trying to kiss ass. She did keep it real because she's like, baby, I got to clock you, because even Ice Spice know, baby, I didn't see you take some work from the greats and kind of apply it to your own work. So, baby, you can't just sit up here and say you completely 100% original, okay? But, y'all let me know your thoughts and feelings on that down below. So the next topic I want to get into real quick is Coi Leray. So Coi really ain't been doing too much, but I looked up on Twitter and I seen that she done made her a little Christmas song. So, I checked it out, and the thing about it is it's not bad. It actually sounds catchy. It's kind of cool. It sounds like a bop. I could actually hear people listening to that song. I'm not going to lie to you. So here's my thing with Coi Leray, though. I don't think Coi Leray makes just trash music. Like I told y'all, if y'all have been tuned into my channel for a while, when she dropped Trendsetters last year, back in 2022, I told y'all I thought Trendsetters was a pretty solid album. My nigga even liked a lot of songs on there. The issue is she just didn't push it. And then she came around this year and dropped Coi, which, I'm sorry, I did not like that album. That second album she dropped earlier this year, it was trash to me. And then she turned around and dropped an EP 2 months later. That was trash to me. And on top of that, every time she doesn't know how to put together a project or a cohesive body of work. And I think that's the problem with a lot of these, not just these female rappers, but a lot of these new age rappers, period. They're good at putting out little boppy singles, but they're not good at putting together a full-blown project and making it sound cohesive. And that's where Coi misses the mark for me. When it comes to her albums. Now, Trendsetters was, like I said, that was pretty solid. But these last 2 projects that she done dropped is just like, it was all over the place for me. But like I said, she does have a tendency to drop cool little catchy singles. It's just, putting together projects that baby girl needs to work on. And it's not just her, it's a lot of these female artists and female rappers. And like I said, just new age artists, period. But like I said, I checked out this song and it actually does sound like a bop. I can actually hear maybe be playing at the mall, out shopping, or I can hear this song being played and I can see people actually liking the song because I actually do like the song. I thought it was cute. It's her first Christmas song she made. It's catchy. So if you haven't listened to it, go check it out. It's a little preview. So the next topic that I want to slide into is Sexyy Red. So apparently Sexyy Red teamed up with I think a Spanish rapper by the name of Tokisha. Correct me down below. I'm sorry, but yeah, she teamed up with a Dominican Spanish rapper for the this new song called Daddy. And it is a completely different sound for Sexyy Red, which is why it caught me by surprise. But I applaud Sexyy Red for trying to step outside the box because so far, Sexyy Red has been stapled to have a certain type of sound. You pretty much know what you're going to get from Sexyy Red when you, hear about a new song that she done dropped coming out. But this is something that is completely different than from what she's been doing. So kudos to her again for, stepping outside the box. As far as her lyrics, it wasn't as provocative as it usually is on what she be, the songs that she be having out. But I mean, she didn't say anything gag worthy. I mean, Sexyy Red isn't a lyricist. A lot of these girls, in my opinion, and I like Sexyy Red, don't get me wrong. I be in the mood for some Sexyy Red sometimes, but a lot of these girls, including Sexyy Red, they're not lyricists. Like, they don't just sit there and give you bars. They don't sit there and rap for real. They just say cute little lines that rhyme with each other. And, that's really about it. She didn't say, there was not one bar that caught me, okay? And I'm a music fanatic. I love music. So I'll listen to anything that I can really catch a vibe to, but ultimately I am going to be listening for what you're saying because, I like to decipher things. And Sexyy Red didn't give you any of that. But I mean, she never really does, even on her own songs. But a lot of it is, you normally just provocative. But I can say she did tone it down a lot on this new song that she got out with this person, this Spanish rapper. Y'all please tell me how to say that lady name down below. Forgive me. I'm not trying to be funny. I just don't know how to say that name. But yeah, she stepped outside the box with the song, definitely toned down the sexual lyrics. The song is not my cup of tea personally. I listened to it once and won't go back and listen to it again. It's just not my cup of tea. But I can see it going up in the Spanish clubs and stuff like that. So like I said, kudos to her for trying to step outside the box. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about it if you listen to it down below. All right, so the next topic I want to get into is Megan Thee Stallion. Because, all these girls want to make their little announcements after Pink Friday 2 done dropped, baby. But, Megan Thee Stallion made an announcement that she and someone by the name of Renee Rapp will be releasing a new song for the Mean Girls soundtrack. I honestly didn't even know they was making another Mean Girls. Where the fuck have I been? Like, I did not know that at all. But apparently they're making another Mean Girls. And Megan is going to be on the soundtrack. Now, she sat up there and said, she's the Black Regina George. But, baby, Regina George would have responded to Onika by now. Because, baby, she's been dragging you by the neck nonstop, okay? Like, you have, what have you came back with? Talking about these girls stiff, can't relate. That's Regina George is going to come harder than that, so you can't call yourself the Black Regina George, baby. But let me know if you will be checking for this new Megan song that she will be releasing for this soundtrack. I mean, it's cool that Megan can stay with a little deal, but a lot of these girls, they just not doing it for me. Like, Megan ain't did it for me in a long time. Nicki is all we really got delivering right now. I mean, Sexyy Red been doing her thing, but at some point you kind of get tired of the pussy rap and you want to hear something of some substance. And right now, Nicki's the only thing that done put out something with some substance. I mean, Doja Cat's album is alright, but it's, I ain't listened to it since it dropped, child. So, y'all let me know what you're thinking and how you feeling down below. So the next topic I want to get into is Scarlett. Okay, I want to get into Scarlett. So, we really ain't heard too much from Scarlett in a minute since she was on her knees, like worshiping Cardi B like she was a god or something. But you know, all this getting on her knees for Cardi B, but yet you in the studio reciting crocodile teeth bars, Nicki Minaj bars. Why can't you go and steal some Cardi B bars? Okay, like literally, Scarface got exposed on Twitter because she was in the studio. She was recording herself in the studio, and literally she didn't realize that she was reciting Nicki Minaj's word for word crocodile teeth bars and even some keys under palm trees bars, like literally word for word. She came out just like how Nicki, first thing that I do when I pop out, like literally she came out with the same flow and the same exact words, bitch. And I think she kind of realized that it sounded familiar halfway through, and she was like, hold on, wait, this don't even sound right. You know what I'm saying? Baby, it don't sound right because you probably didn't write it. You're reciting lyrics, okay? Those are not your words. And I just found it interesting because honestly, I feel like a lot of these girls, they don't be writing for real. Like they might start off writing, and then when they get a little bit of traction and they get signed to a label, they start bringing in these writers, and these girls ain't getting these right. Like they're not verifying where these, like, where did you get these words? Where did you get these lyrics? Like a lot of these writers be setting these girls up, if you ask me. But you know, they want these girls to be like Nicki Minaj. They want her to rap like Nicki Minaj. A lot of these labels want their own Nicki Minaj, which is why, you know, this influx of female rappers has been out the past 5-6 years. And honestly, there's just still nobody quite to do it like Nicki Minaj, like at all, if you ask me. Like she still has been the golden standard, and y'all still have not found. No, she you can't replace her, bitch. Like it's just not gonna happen, no matter how many reciters you get or any of that sort. But I mean, honestly, for Scarlett, I just don't feel like it's gonna happen for Scarlett anyways. And it's nothing to, you know, I'm not trying to shit on her or shit on her talent. It's just the fact that the industry is very shallow. They want a certain look, and they want they want the Nicki package, and they try to manufacture that. And honestly, you know, for one, the industry is colorist as fuck anyway, so it probably wasn't gonna happen no way. But Scarlett was a little bit too hard, and she got to tone that shit down, okay? But y'all let me know what you're thinking and how you feeling about it down below. So the next topic I want to get through is Cardi B and her PR stunts, goddamn it. And I don't give a fuck if you want to call it something else, but I mean, it's like clockwork at this point. And, you know, one time, you know, okay, it's a coincidence. 2-3 times, bitch, it's a pattern, okay? Like, it's like clockwork with this bitch. So anyways, it all started last week. The first thing that I seen about Cardi B was the Balenciaga shit. So apparently, she was doing a runway show with Balenciaga, which I guess y'all back supporting that pedophilia ass brand. But, or maybe I'll never stop. I don't know, because y'all don't care about the kids. But she was doing a runway. She was in the runway fashion show for that. And a lot of people was making comments on her face. And, you know, it was even posted to Getty, and a lot of people reposted her Getty images and were, you know, making comments about her face. And, you know, Cardi is insecure about her look, so she's always going to respond when somebody talks about her face card. So somebody said, baby, please tell me it's the makeup making her nose look crimped like that. And she said, it's the Photoshop. You know, you gagged them too hard when the haters got to start making edits. I guess. Them wasn't edits from what I saw. Them was the exact same images that was posted onto Getty's site. But, you know, like I said, she's very sensitive and insecure about her looks. So she's always going to address it, which is why I think, you know, her insecure. And if you say Cardi ain't insecure about her looks, then she wouldn't have been getting all these tweaks and shit done to her face over the years that she has been, because she's been getting surgery. So let's call the thing a thing. Okay, swallow a real pill. It just is what it is. She got facial surgery, body surgery. She just has a deep insecurity to me. But anyways, that was a thing, right? That happened. Okay. And then probably like a day or two later, Cardi had went on to post, and not even a day or two, it was literally like the next day, Cardi had went on to post cryptic messages on her Instagram story. And, you know, it was reported by blogs that her and Offset had unfollowed each other. Now, this really didn't make too much noise because, for one, I don't really think people gave a fuck. We was too busy up in Gag City. But yeah, that was reposted. Nobody really moved. But yeah, they had unfollowed each other, and then she had posted these cryptic messages on her story. She was like, when you just outgrow relationships, and I'm tired of protecting people's feelings, I got to put myself first. Which, if you have a marital issues, why is you coming to the ground with that shit? That just don't make any sense to me. Like, keep yo something as serious as your marriage out of motherfucking social media business, bitch. Like, that's to me just screams attention thirsty, driven, seeking ass bitch to me. But anyways, that's just me. And then literally after that, the next day, Nicki, her album was released, right? Pink Friday 2. But like I said, nobody was really caring about what cryptic messages Cardi was posting, and her and Offset are following each other because Gag City, everybody was in Gag City for like 48 hours, all the way up until Nicki dropped her album. And then the same day that Nicki dropped her album, Cardi had basically went live on her Instagram story, or not her story, but she went live on Instagram, and she was like, 2024, we're prepared. Every angle, everything is planned to the T. Okay? Like, what you mean everything is planned to the T, every angle? You doing all of this at a mighty convenient time. Is this the part of your plan, this whole little wannabe Lemonade album rollout type shit? You know what I'm saying? Because let you tell it, y'all was just good a month or two ago. You know what I'm saying? And then here come, not even 48 hours later, bitch, here come the Krishan and Blueface shenanigans. How do Krishan and Blueface relate to this whole Cardi B and Offset shit? Well, for some odd reason, because Krishan and Blueface is always motherfucking going at it on social media, but for some odd reason, Blueface randomly, and I do mean randomly, like this came out of no motherfucking where, Blueface randomly decided to say that Krishan had slept with Offset at Cardi at their house in LA at 4 a.m. on November 10th. Okay. Blueface came out and said that about Krishan. I guess he did it because, Krishan got that Blueface tattoo covered up. But all of that, her covering up that tattoo did not in any way equate to Blueface just exposing randomly her for sleeping with Offset like that, if that's the case. Like, I just don't see how the two correlated if it was so. But it was very random. And, Offset came back within like 15, 20 minutes of Blueface posting it and denied it. And then, Blueface came back and was like, oh, it was November 10th at 4 a.m. at their house in LA. And the people on Twitter have found out that it is indeed, in fact, true that, both Krishan and Offset attended French Montana's birthday bash on November 10th. So does that date check out? They both were at the same place on that date. Okay. So, I mean, it's a possibility, but, I really don't know if I too much believe it. It's kind of giving PR to me because, like I said, it was random as fuck for Blueface to say. But then again, Krishan does kind of have Cardi's original face in a way. Even though Krishan look a little bit better to me than what Cardi used to, but they kind of do have that, I wouldn't be surprised because, he liked that skin tone, like that type. So I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, I have a hard time believing that they genuinely just slept together, especially since Krishan and Cardi have some type of rapport. I know Krishan move a hot mess, but I don't think she would be that slow and stupid to move that way. Like I said, to me, it's giving paid PR. Like, you paid, Blueface and Krishan for, to throw y'all name out there. And then he said off to Cardi's husband. He didn't say Offset, as if he didn't know who Offset was. It's not like Offset is not another known celebrity like Cardi is. You said Cardi's husband as if you wanted to say her name to put her in that algorithm, knowing that Nicki was also trending and, people talking about the Pink Friday. So to me, it was just giving paid PR in my most humble opinion. Like, I don't want to believe, I really know I'm not putting nothing past none of these bitches, but I know a lot of y'all really don't want to believe that, Cardi could care so much as to pay people like this to do shit like this for promo. But shit, you'd be surprised at the desperation, at the levels and the lengths that people will go to out of desperation. Okay, so I mean, that's just what I'm getting from it, because I honestly don't believe that Krishan smashed Offset, and I also don't believe that he would just dry and sly like that. But it's just something about it is giving paid promo, like you were paid to say these things, just to keep her name in the algorithm. But that's just me. So, after all of this shit about Krishan sleeping with Offset, after all of that was spread for about an hour or two, here it is being announced that Offset had dropped a video to, don't tell me the name of the song because I don't care, nor do I know, but I definitely know that he dropped some type of song, which is a play off of his name. Like, literally, it was so coincidental how after that Krishan, Blueface, Offset, and Cardi situation had been posted to the blogs, not even 2 hours later, they was posting that he had just dropped his video to his song. Like, okay. And then not even a few hours after that, you know, they was both performing at the TikTok concert, Cardi and Offset. Not together, but they was both there. You know, Cardi B performed last at the TikTok concert. And then after the concert, she went live later that night to confirm that her and Offset is no longer together, even though she hinted at that days ago prior to Nicki's album dropping. Like, she hinted that they was no longer together. And then you confirm it the day after, you know, not even 48 hours after Nicki drops. You can't tell me that timing is just very coincidental to you, okay? So, yeah, she had posted or had went live to say that they was no longer together. And, you know, Offset turned around and liked the post that was reposted by the Neighborhood Talk of Cardi B saying that they was no longer together. So he's feeding into this shit and playing into this shit, which leaves me to feel like it's just, this is PR. Like, this is really PR. Like, you want people to you want your name in the motherfucking algorithm, because where the fuck have you been? Like, and what music have you been putting out? You went to this TikTok show and performed all these old-ass 4-year-old-ass songs. Like, and then here you go at the TikTok show in 2024, I'm coming hard, and then turn around and saying the day Nicki's album release, 2024, we're prepared at every angle, everything is planned to the T. Like, bitch, what? Is this a part of your plan to have a Lemonade Rollout album or something? Like, I'm not understanding. But anyways, if you wanted to know what she has said about her and Offset, this is what she has said.
I know today has been an eventful day. I don't pay mind to none of that. Like, I don't care about none of that. I don't want you to put me none of that. I don't know if y'all been getting clues from me for my live. I mean, I don't know if you guys been getting clues from me for my lives or from my stories when I put some certain music or from my own followings. When it comes for today's events and stuff, I don't know if it's true. I don't think it's true. I don't care to find out because I've been single for a minute now, but I have been afraid to, like, not afraid, I just don't know how, like, to tell the world. But I feel like today has been like a sign. Like, the last time I got on live, I kind of wanted you guys to tell you. I kind of wanted to tell you guys, but I didn't know how to tell you. So I was like, I changed my mind. But it has been like this for a minute now, and I just took it as a sign. So I wanna start 2024 like fresh, open. I don't know. I'm curious for a new life, for a new beginning, and yeah, I'm excited. New look, new life, new everything. So I've been wanting to tell you guys for a minute. I don't know how you guys haven't gotten the hint, but it is what it is. I don't know if what happened today is true or not. I simply don't care because I just been doing me, focusing on my shit. I told you that I've been going so hard for 2024 to go directly as I wanted to. I feel like in 2017, I was single, and that's when I worked the hardest, and that's when I focused the hardest, and that's when I put out my best work. And then I found somebody that I love and I've been with for a minute. Back to that 2018, and I don't know. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm truly happy. Like, and I love you guys. And there's no drama. And the honest truth is, the reason why I've been so afraid and I just been giving clues from here, there, is because I feel like you guys just don't understand that I've been with somebody for 6 years. And not everything is cheating, woman, this, that. 6 years is a very long time. It's a very long time. It's a lot of arguments. Not arguments, it's a lot of just, I don't know how to explain it. I just know, because I've never been with somebody for this long. When it's just too long, it's too long. And I don't know, have you ever guys heard the Maxwell song, Pretty Wings? This is one of my...
So let me know what you're thinking and how you're feeling below. But after all, the timing and the sequence of all this shit is definitely giving PR. And I don't give a fuck what none of you hoes say. She does this every time Nicki got something going on. It's like clockwork. Like it's like she wants her name to be attached in that Nicki algorithm 3 bad. But, y'all let me know your thoughts and opinions on it down below. So the last topic that I finally am ready to get into, child, is, of course, Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2, bitch, because that is definitely the album of the year. And I'm not just saying that because it's Nicki, you know what I'm saying? This is definitely a top tier album. Like, this is what I love about these older artists, because they know how to put together a cohesive yet diverse body of work. A lot of people really didn't appreciate Renaissance, really didn't fuck with it like that, really because it was a new sound, different from what Beyonce is used to. But Renaissance did grow on me after a while, okay? But this album right here is definitely a body of work. It was cohesive, okay? In my most humble opinion, it was cohesive. And on top of that, it was just so diverse. Like, she gave you some of everything. She had something for every audience. She had something for the pop girls, like Cowgirl and Pink Friday girls, you know what I'm saying? She has something for the pop fans. She has something for the hardcore rap fans, you know what I'm saying? Beat for the club, Barbie Dangerous. She has something for the R&B girls, R&B, Pink Birthday, you know what I'm saying? She has something for the island girls, they had Needle and Four from Trini, you know what I'm saying? And then she, of course, had those vulnerable songs that make you reflect, you know what I'm saying? Last Time I Saw You, Blessings, Just the Memories, like, baby, the album just, it gave you everything. It was something on there for everybody. And that's what I really fucked with. It didn't all sound the same. It wasn't one dimensional. I just loved how she put this project together. So I wanted to start there. And then on top of that, the promo for this that the Barbs had started with the Gag City shit went crazy. I mean, you had all type of brands supporting and talking about they was in Gag City, from Pizza Hut to Chili's to Uber to Spotify to who else? All the celebrity girls, Justine Skye, Tyga, Cupcake, Libra Jolie, all of them was talking, even Lakia was talking about being in Gag City. You had blogs like Pop Tings reposting about Gag City. YouTube was reposting about Gag City. Who else was up in Gag City? Baby, I even had somebody make me a Southern tea shop in Gag City, bitch. Okay, Ivorian Doll was up in Gag City. Who else was up in Gag City? Billboard was up in Gag City. Okay, like, it was just so many people participating in Gag City. Like, it was just, it literally, it went viral. Fashion Nova was in Gag City. It was literally viral for like 48 hours straight. And everybody, Verizon was even up in Gag City. Like, big brands. Sexyy Red reposted about being in Gag City. B&B reposted about being in Gag City. Like, Mona Leo was up in there. Okay, so Genius, I said Spotify, Pop Crave, like, it just was viral. Like, the promotion for Gag City went crazy. The Barbs did their thing with that shit, okay? So I thought that was genius. And watch some lame ass fan base try to replicate that, and they will not touch it. They will not touch the success that it did. Now, that was going down. That's one to go down for the books. But anyways, on with Pink Friday 2. The album, like I said, is top tier. Now, if I had to give you my top five, I tweeted about this, but my number one favorite song on there right now is definitely have to be My Life. And I was teetering and tottering back and forth between My Life and Falling for You. And honestly, I still haven't decided one, because one day it's My Life and the next day it's Falling for You. Today, I was playing My Life a lot this morning. But both of those is like neck and neck for me. I love My Life, and I love Falling for You. And, I do know that she kind of checked the lotto in there. People is talking about the dread bar, or the dread bar. Yeah, basically the dreadline bar. When she said, picture you not listening when I said you would dread that, referring to when, you know, she was telling Lotto that it wasn't going to benefit her when Lotto was recording her on that phone call. And then she said, what she say? Picture you not listening when I told you would dread that. I mean, locks hoe, use a chop hoe. And that kind of referred to back when Chloe Bailey was on that flop ass 777 radio. And, you know, they was talking about Quavo, and Lotto was like, yeah, he got dreads. And, you know, a lot of people with locks, because I had locks myself, I cut them off back in July. But, you know, because I needed to restart over, bitch. But even when people would, you know, refer to my locks as dreads, I would correct them as well, because it's just, we have to be cautious of our vocabulary type thing. So basically, Chloe had corrected her and was like, oh, locks, I like his locks. And so, yeah, I don't think Lotto had caught that one, too, where she's trying to check you like, bitch, don't call them dreads, they call locks. So when I guess Nicki caught wind of that interview, because she said, picture you not listening when I said you would dread that. I mean, locks hoe, use a chop hoe. But the way she said it, you know, how she says it so fast, it sounds like Lotto. But it's a play on Lotto, but she's saying locks hoe, okay? And she did that same thing in Ganja Burns, when she said bury the body, and it kind of sounded like she said bury the body. It's like a play on words type shit. So, you know, a lot of people was talking about that and catching that. But my thing is, Lotto been putting it on the flow and been trying to come at, and, you know, saying it's giving coke, it's giving this, it's giving that, and every time she come out trying to take digs and shots at Nicki Minaj. So Nicki gave her this little dust of a acknowledgement and moved it on, kept it pushing. So I mean, it is what it is. I don't feel no ways about it. If you want to respond, bitch, put it in a rap, okay? But I mean, I love that song, "Falling for You." I love My Life. I love Pink Birthday. That song make me feel so sexy. I like that song. I love all of the songs. I love the whole album, but it's just just the memories. I love Just the Memories, and I thought it was a perfect way to close out the album. Like, it's just so reflective. Like, I love that song. I love everything about it. What else? I love the beat change and Big Difference. I've seen people having mixed feelings about that, but I loved it. Loved it. Of course, a fan favorite right now for everybody is the song Everybody, which I think the Barbs are going to be pushing, because it's speculated it could debut within the top 20. But of course, you know, and that's without a music video or a push or anything. So people is really fucking with that song. It's going viral on TikTok. But I really love Let Me Calm Down. That's definitely in my top 5. Let Me Calm Down is deep. She gives you some insight on her relationship with Kenny. I thought that was a good one. Fuck the Club Up. That is also in my top 5. That is my shit. Especially that second verse. She walked her ass off on that second verse. She fucked the beat up when she did that flow change. Like, you know, the song already gets you hot, but when she come back and was like, high heels on my tippy, those things, bitch, that is my part. I get lit as hell when I hear that part. My baby be jamming in the back seat to that part. But that's definitely in my top 5. I fucks with that song. I definitely do. Barbie Dangerous, I likes that. And Are You Gone Already, of course, is definitely one that's an emotional song. But also one song that is definitely number 5 for me right now, in my top 5, is Cowgirl. Cowgirl featuring Lourdes. Now, there's been some controversy around Cowgirl because Nicki had went on Station Hit the other day and basically revealed that, you know, an artist did turn down the song Cowgirl. And it's crazy because when I heard the song, I definitely did say to myself, it sounded like Doja Cat should have been on here. And lo and behold, basically it was exposed kind of that Doja Cat basically turned down the song, which I found to be odd because Nicki had said in the comments on Station Head, you know, basically saying, she had said, I guess our number 1 record that we got together wasn't enough. And the only bitch that she done went number 1 with is Doja Cat. So I just found it kind of odd that Doja Cat would decline a Nicki Minaj feature, But at the same time, you know, she did want Nicki on Get Into It. Yeah, Nicki didn't want to get on that song because she didn't like the song. And then she turned around and mimicked Roman on the song and, you know, thanked Nicki at the end. And the crazy part is she's still performing this song at her Scarlet Tour shows and still doing that. Thank you, Nicki. I love you. She just did it on Friday when she performed at her recent show, Friday, Saturday, whenever that was. And people was pointing it out. And it's like, that's interesting. You still doing all of this and saying that Nicki Minaj and all these interviews is your dream collaboration, but you would turn down an interview with her because you felt like she didn't like you because of the barbs. I'm sick of these rap hoes letting these fans get to their motherfucking head and allowing them to form their own opinion on an artist. And it's like, that's interesting. You still doing all of this and saying that Nicki Minaj and all these interviews is your dream collaboration, but you would turn down an interview with her because you felt like she didn't like you because of the barbs. I'm sick of these rap hoes letting these fans get to their motherfucking head and allowing them to form their own opinion on an artist. Now, I don't think that Nicki Minaj just straight out didn't like Doja Cat. I don't think she appreciated how much Doja Cat was trying to mimic her because Doja Cat does mimic Nicki a lot. She likes to channel Roman. You know, when she first came out, she liked to do her voice, the aesthetics like Nicki did. And Doja Cat has acknowledged to taking a lot from the greats. And she always includes Nicki in that, right? That's like her number one inspiration. And I think after a while, it kind of got cringe to Nicki, especially when it feels like you're just using the barbs. Like she said, in Falling For You, picture using me and the barbs and never really giving back. So I kind of feel like Doja Cat kind of, even though she loves and admires Nicki and her artistry, I think she kind of used the barbs and Nicki's name to kind of catapult her to where she is, because a lot of these girls don't be having fan bases when they come out and they depend on the barbs to help boost them up, because when they get the barbs on their side, you know, they have a little bit easier. So I think Nicki kind of saw through that a little bit and it kind of turned Nicki off. And I think Doja Cat allowed the fans, just like kind of how Lotto did, she kind of allowed the fans to make her form her own little opinion about it. And y'all was calling people crazy when they were saying that Doja Cat was taking shots at Nicki on Scarlet, you know, like in Paint the Town Red, when she was like, I don't need a big feature or a new sidekick type shit. I told y'all she was talking about Nicki. Or in Demons, when she was like, Percocets got you playing with your nose, throwing these little cheap shots. So, I mean, my thing is Doja Cat, and this is my thing with Doja Cat, she wants the barbs on her side, right? Which is why she's always going to continue to publicly acknowledge and thank and show love to Nicki. But at the end of the day, she ain't trying to, you know, fuck with Nicki like that, because she feel like I just feel like once you get into this industry as a female rapper, Nicki is now no longer your source of number one. Well, she's still your inspiration. But once you come into this game as a female rapper, I feel like she goes from being the number one person that you, I don't want to say idolize, I need another word, but for Doja Cat, idolized, to a person that, oh, this is not my competition. So it's like you still admire her, but it's like now you're competing with her. And I don't think, on top of that, with Doja Cat's album having just came out and her being on tour, she ain't trying to give Nicki no feature, because, you know, she don't want that record to outshine any record she's put out, because so far this whole album is smacking way better than Scarlet, because I ain't listened to Scarlet since it dropped, bitch. But that's just my most humble opinion on it. Now, The Breakfast Club came out with their thoughts. Joe Budden, you know, he uplifted the album. Even old man Ebro, you know, uplifted the album. Academics had good reviews about the album. The only thing with The Breakfast Club, even though they gave positive review on the album, like Charlamagne, he liked the album. He just felt like she could have had a better rollout. But he want to act like Gag City wasn't a big ass thing, okay? My thing is, y'all ass are just sorry because she ain't come on there. Y'all mad about her not coming on there. And, you know, a lot of these older artists, they don't care about these big fancy ass rollouts and going to these interviews and shit, because they've solidified their fan base to know that they're gonna buy it anyway, okay? So I think that's what their little issue was. But other than that, like, I've seen a lot of, you know, music heads give positive reviews about the album because they know it's a cohesive and a solid body of work. Now, she will be joining Andy Cohen, doing a little interview, as well as Mark and Kelly. So she's still continuing on with her run. And I know she also released the tour dates for Pink Friday 2. Now, Nicki done let these tour dates, okay? These tour dates that she coming to Texas is after I'm scheduled to have my baby, which is fine and all. So I got a week and a half, 2 weeks max to get my kuka back together, right? So I can head back outside, bitch. So I can be at that show, because I'm going to be at that show, okay? Now, let me know what y'all feel about the album, though. What's y'all's top 5 or top songs on there? Like I said, the whole album smacks for me. It's not really a skip album. I didn't skip not one song. And then on top of that, she dropped the remix to Beat Beat with 50 Cent, which that smacks and goes off too. But let me know your top 5 songs, because my number 1 song right now is definitely... Well, I be going back and forth between My Life and Falling for You. So them is my top 2. And then it's Let Me Calm Down. Just the Memories, and then Cowgirl. I'm really fucking with them. But overall, I love the whole album. It's been on nonstop repeat. I haven't listened to any other song or album since it dropped. So y'all let me know what y'all think about it down below. So remember, y'all, this is just my thoughts, comments, commentary, and opinion. You can let me know yours down below, but keep it cute, baby. Okay? Don't get crazy. You will get blocked, all right? But, while you're here, go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And go ahead and follow me on my Twitter at Southern T with 2 A's. That's where you can catch me throughout the week, reacting to real time about some bullshit that's been going on. But I will catch y'all in the next video.